General Hospital spoilers reveal that during the week of March 3rd to 7th, Sidwell is no longer merely an underlying threat, he is gradually becoming the new obsession of Port Charles, causing danger for anyone who dares to get in his way. His plans are not only strategic but are also carried out with ruthlessness and careful calculation. The most terrifying part is that Sonny Corinthos has officially become his next target, and Sidwell has no intention of backing down until he achieves his goal. The confrontation between Sidwell and Sonny is growing more tense, forcing Sonny to make significant adjustments in his approach to deal with this increasingly powerful threat. However, the problem doesn't stop with Sonny. As Sidwell unleashes new tactics, those close to Sonny are also at risk. One of those caught up in this battle is Jordan Ashford, who has long suspected Sidwell's shady activities. But now, as evidence begins to emerge, she realizes she is in a more dangerous situation than she had ever thought. Sidwell's attack has been confirmed, meaning he is not only targeting Sonny but is also ready to strike anyone who could hinder his path, including Jordan. Jordan is facing a tough battle as the secrets about Sidwell become clearer. She knows that she has dug too deep into this investigation, and if she is not careful, she could become the next victim. Sidwell's dangerous moves are not only affecting Jordan's career but could also threaten her life. Anyone who dares to confront him risks being taken down, and Jordan can't be sure she will be safe if she continues pursuing this case. But with her resilient spirit and determination to uphold justice, Jordan knows she cannot back down. She must find a way to expose the truth before Sidwell can carry out any more brutal actions. Meanwhile, Sidwell is not only aiming to take down Sonny but also wants to expand his influence significantly. His partnership with Drew Quartermaine to fight for control of the Square project is just one part of his bigger plan. This not only puts pressure on Sonny but also makes Jordan more worried than ever. She knows that if Sidwell succeeds, Port Charles will no longer be safe, and that means she and others must act immediately. The deeper Jordan investigates, the more she uncovers the true danger of Sidwell. He is not just an ambitious businessman, he is a man willing to use violence to achieve his goals. His underground connections with other powerful figures make him an extremely tough opponent. This makes Jordan wonder, is she taking too much of a risk? Can she control the situation before it spirals out of her hands? Sonny cannot sit idly by either. He understands that if he wants to protect his loved ones, he must make an important decision. Should he confront Sidwell head-on or find a way to protect his family before it's too late? This is a battle Sonny cannot afford to lose, but without a solid strategy, the consequences could be severe. The upcoming developments will be extremely tense as Sidwell continues to execute his calculated plans. Jordan, Sonny, and those involved are trapped in a dangerous game where one wrong move could cause everything to collapse. Will Sonny be able to protect his territory and the people he loves? Can Jordan find a way to bring down Sidwell before it's too late? Port Charles is facing an unprecedented storm, and horrific truths may soon be exposed. The masterminds behind the scenes might soon reveal themselves, and when that happens, no one can predict what will happen next. Willow is gradually gaining a new understanding of Drew's story, which is causing her to fall into an unprecedented state of doubt. What she once trusted is now crumbling as the secrets surrounding Drew become more complicated. One of the new troubles forming not only confuses Willow but also creates a chain reaction, dragging those involved into a dangerous spiral of betrayal. Drew was once someone Willow trusted, but the information she has uncovered recently is slowly changing how she perceives him. Drew's past actions and decisions are no longer as simple as she thought. Willow feels as though she is being pulled into a story she was unprepared for, and this change is pushing her into a stage where she must reassess everything. This story not only affects Willow but also drags Nina and Drew into a whirlwind of betrayal and madness. Nina took a dangerous risk by trying to manipulate the situation, but she never expected that this would lead her and Drew into a worse situation than ever before. If they could control everything before, now they are becoming victims of their own choices. Willow, meanwhile, is increasingly frustrated by the hidden truths. She can't understand why the people around her are playing such a deceitful game. The feeling of betrayal leads her to start doubting not only Drew but also Nina. Could everything be a setup? Could she be caught in a plan she knows nothing about? The tension is escalating, and if Nina and Drew are not careful, they will face consequences they can't foresee. Willow is gradually becoming a crucial player in this game, and her decisions could change the entire situation. Meanwhile, Nina and Drew must face the truth. They have entered a battle with no way out, and the betrayal between them is becoming clearer than ever. Carly is going through a huge shock when she discovers that Brennan is setting up Jason, blaming him for Cyrus' death. But what scares her even more is the horrifying truth she never expected: Jocelyn is actually the one who killed Cyrus. When Carly realizes this, everything starts to collapse. She can't believe that her own daughter is involved in a murder, and this puts her in an impossible situation with no way out. Carly is now torn between her maternal instincts and her loyalty to Jason. She faces an impossible choice: protect Jocelyn at all costs or let Jason bear the consequences for a crime he didn't commit? If she stays silent, Jason could be wrongfully convicted and face a long prison sentence, even lose his freedom. But if she reveals the truth, Jocelyn will face a dark future, possibly pursued by the law and losing everything she has. Meanwhile, Jason is also caught up in an even more dangerous plot. He knows he's not the killer, but all the evidence is being perfectly arranged against him. Jason has a feeling that something is being hidden, a truth yet to be uncovered. But what he doesn't expect is that the real killer of Cyrus is Jocelyn. If Jason finds this out, will he be able to forgive Jocelyn? Will he accept Carly hiding the truth, or will he choose his own path? Brennan, the one pulling the strings from the shadows, knows that Carly is stuck between two choices she can't reconcile. He is exploiting this situation to pressure her, forcing her to make a mistake and making it impossible for Jason to escape the trap that has been set. The longer Carly hesitates, the more danger Jason faces, and Jocelyn gets closer to being discovered. As everything escalates, Carly realizes that she no longer has time to hesitate. She needs to make a decision immediately. But whatever path she chooses, she risks losing someone important in her life. If she protects Jocelyn, she betrays Jason. If she protects Jason, she puts Jocelyn in danger. As the truth is about to be revealed, Carly will have to make the hardest decision of her life. Is she willing to sacrifice everything to protect her daughter? Or will she risk losing Jason's trust to save Jocelyn? This is no longer just a battle against Brennan, it is Carly's internal battle, and whatever she chooses, the consequences will be unavoidable. Christina is ready to take things to a dangerously high level as her anger towards Ava escalates. The issues surrounding Avery's custody and Sonny's legacy are making the tension between them explode in ways no one could have anticipated. Christina, who has always struggled to assert her place in the Corinthos family, now feels pushed aside as Ava continues to control part of Avery's life. She believes Ava is unworthy of raising her sister, and this is pushing her to act on instinct, a dangerous instinct that could lead to catastrophic decisions. Meanwhile, Ava seems to be starting to feel the real threat from Christina. She no longer sees Christina's anger as just impulsive words but something much more dangerous, deep, and potentially unpredictable. Ava knows the world of the Corinthos family well and understands that once someone decides to view her as an enemy, she must be ready for anything. However, what Ava doesn't expect is that Christina isn't just fighting for Avery's custody, she also sees Ava as an obstacle to be eliminated to establish her own place in the family. Christina's growing obsession with Ava is increasing, and this forces Rick to get involved. He knows Christina can be impulsive and act on emotion without considering the consequences. But this time, there's something different, a level of danger Rick hasn't seen in Christina before. He fears that without intervention, Christina could cause a tragedy. Ava has faced many enemies, but Christina is a completely different story. She's not a stranger or an underground opponent but the daughter of Sonny, who could easily be protected by the very power of the Corinthos family. Rick, with his deep understanding of Christina's psychology, realizes he must act before it's too late. But he also knows this is not simple. Christina isn't an enemy he can stop with legal measures or ordinary tactics. If he confronts her directly, it might push her to prove herself and escalate the situation. But if he does nothing, the consequences could be severe. Ava might be harmed in ways no one could anticipate. The big question is, how will Rick protect Ava? Will he find a way to approach Christina before she acts? Or will he have to confront her, someone he once considered family? And how will Sonny react if he finds out his daughter is becoming a threat to Ava? Sonny might choose to side with Christina, but can he turn a blind eye if his daughter truly takes things too far? Meanwhile, Ava is not someone easily threatened. She's familiar with the battles for control and self-protection. But Christina is a different opponent, one she can't easily eliminate or use old tactics against. If Ava tries to retaliate, she might make Christina even more reckless. But if she does nothing, is she putting herself in danger? The tension between Christina and Ava isn't just a personal battle, it's affecting the entire Corinthos family, where loyalty and betrayal are two sides of the same coin. If Christina truly causes an irreversible act, it could forever change her relationship with Sonny, with Ava, and even with other family members. And once everything spirals out of control, no one can predict how disastrous the consequences might be. The big question now is, who will act first? Can Rick stop Christina before she makes a grave mistake? Or will Ava take matters into her own hands to protect herself as she always has? And if Sonny learns what's happening, will he choose to protect his daughter or let her face the consequences of her impulsive actions? Port Charles is heading into a massive storm, where schemes, betrayal, and loyalty will once again be tested. And once everything goes too far, no one can predict what will happen next. Portia is facing an unimaginable shock when she realizes she has been betrayed in the worst possible way. She has spent so much time trying to protect what she has, standing firm in a dangerous world, but now everything is falling apart right in front of her eyes. A new story of power, control, and conspiracy is slowly unfolding, and Portia, whether she wants to or not, is caught up in it. What makes matters even worse is that Brad, someone she trusted to some extent, is the one who put her in danger by handing all the power over to Selena. Brad's betrayal is not just a stab in the back, it's a haunting change for Portia. She suspected that Brad was involved in Selena's underground plans, but she never thought he would fully side with her. Portia once thought that Brad might have his own concerns, maybe he was being forced, but now the truth is clear, Brad has chosen his own path, and that path has no place for her. When Brad decided to hand control over to Selena, he wasn't just securing his own position but also pushing Portia into a very dangerous situation where she can't find a way out. Selena, the powerful and ambitious woman, has long planned to put Portia in her sights. But now that she has control, Portia knows there is no way back. Selena isn't the type to just threaten or make empty warnings, she's a woman of action, and when she strikes, no one can stop her. Portia quickly realizes that she's not just facing a powerful enemy but being pushed into a game she never wanted to play. Portia has always been a strong woman who knows how to fight for herself and those she loves. But this time, she feels surrounded from all sides. Selena doesn't just want to control Portia, she wants to use her in ways Portia never anticipated. What is Selena after? Does she want to use Portia as a pawn in her plan, or does she truly see her as a threat to be eliminated? These questions keep Portia awake at night, knowing that each step she takes could be a deadly mistake. Meanwhile, Brad, despite making his move, can't deny the feeling of guilt weighing on him. He knows he's pushed Portia into Selena's hands, but he also knows that he has no other choice. Brad has always been easily manipulated, and this time Selena took advantage of that to seize full control. But does Brad truly accept letting Portia suffer the consequences of his decision? Will he try to make amends, or will he stay silent and let things unfold as Selena has planned? As for Portia, she can't just sit back and let herself become a victim. She must find a way to resist, to escape the trap Selena has set. But how can she fight against someone with so much power and influence like Selena? Should she seek help, or will she have to fight this battle on her own? And if she chooses direct confrontation, is she prepared to accept the harsh consequences that might follow? Right now, Curtis may be the only one who can help Portia, but will he uncover the truth in time? Or will Portia have to find her own escape before things go too far? If Curtis finds out that Selena is controlling Portia this way, will he stand by and watch the woman he cares about be exploited? And if Curtis takes action, can he go up against Selena, or will he be dragged into this dangerous spiral as well? Portia has never felt so trapped. She knows that if she doesn't find a way out of this game, she could lose everything. But the scariest thing isn't the loss, it's the feeling of betrayal, the sense of being stripped of control over her own life. And once Selena has all the power, no one can predict what she will do next. Port Charles is entering a volatile period where secrets, betrayal, and power are pushing everything to the brink. And Portia, whether she likes it or not, has become a part of it all.